Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Because you thought tonight's crowd was pretty crazy, 80,000 in Australia. But
the crowd doesn't win fights, I do.
WBC, the lightweight champion of the world.
you ever been to Australia?
No, I never been, but I look forward to it. Going to go pick up some belts out there.
Didn't have to sell a chain to make a fight. All we got to do is make that flight. You gon' hide behind them judges, but Lord Devin Haney gon' stand above. I'm serious, George Gambosi. Go!
I'd like to wish you all a very warm welcome to Australia, everyone.
I want to show all my experience, everything that it took to get to this point. I want to show the world.
Who's the best young fighter in the game?
Me, by far.
For the 54th consecutive round, Devin Haney has outlanded his opponent in total connect.
He can hit the mitts, he can hit the bag all he wants, but it's different when you're in there with Devin Haney.
Gambosi, you in trouble.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
You said a lot, you did a lot. Tomorrow, you in trouble.
Pussy!
I'd fight you in your backyard if I had to, because I know that I'm going to beat you. And you'll see June 5th.
Wow.
The universally recognized, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Haney.
SDS Promotions.
Yeah!
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Ring Walk Danny, and we're coming to you with another episode, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're here to talk Bob Arum's latest quotes. And I quote, the plan is for him being Shakur to fight the winner of Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and he wants that next, obviously. We have audio, but this is interesting. What's going on? Danny, welcome back.
What up, champ? How you be?
Chilling.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting comments by Bob. Obviously, we'll play that video in a second, but you know, I've said it. I feel like this is a fight we see a couple years down the line. I think still in their prime, but just a couple years down the line. Who knows if Haney stays at 35 next, and if he does, I'd be shocked if we get this fight next.
Why shocked?
I
mean, you got to keep in mind that Bill did say Devin's at 35 for the rest of 2023. So, and Devin was just on the Jake Paul. That was not Jake Paul, right? That was Badu Jack. Oh, that was Jake Paul, right?
Yeah, he was in Saudi.
So wow, why didn't they talk about him? I felt like I watched.
Bro, they had a whole sit down panel with him. The fuck?
Wow, I feel like when I tuned in, I guess I didn't stick around for that part.
Yeah, it was like after the Badu, before Jake.
No, because after the Badu was Devin and Mike Tyson and the Prince.
Yeah. So what do you mean they didn't talk?
So where's
to him?
Jake?
Then came Jake.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. See, I was out after that. Okay. That being said, Devin said, you know, May 20th, I'm fighting and hopefully here. And the Prince is before Devin said that, the Prince is like, oh, I love the way you fight. You know, I love what you did, and you went to enemy territory twice. Like, he's all big on Devin, and then he ends it with like, oh, I really hope you can fight here. You know, so then Devin says, yeah, May 20th, and hopefully is here, and with the smile, and it's like, oh, they just flew him out there. they probably locking in the deal for May 20th for Devin to fight out there because his whole thing was trying to show the rest of the world that you can deal with everybody and also trying to make that basically the new mecca of boxing where all big fights happen. So, yeah, I mean, getting Devin, a new champ, Loma, a world recognized champ, that'll definitely be a big fight.
Yeah, I was
what would they call it?
I was pushing, no clue.
Because we gotta
I was
stay in theme. They had Red Sea. This one is the truth. And what was the other one?
The Battles of Dunes.
The Dunes.
So what's the theme?
The theme here, I don't know. I mean, you gotta think a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, Battle of the Dunes with AJ and Ruiz ain't had nothing to do with Ruiz. It's just a cool name that has to do with the desert.
Because they built the arena for the fight in the middle of the desert.
All right, so why we can't find this guy is mad hateful right now.
I'm just saying, bro.
Glass half empty
you
kind of guy.
You said you're like.
He says
the reason this fight can happen is because Devin is out there. Like that's legit. And so I'm just like I've been lost.
What you mean? I'm saying he's out there. They're both insinuating shit. Yeah, I think they're fucking putting together an offer for him and putting together some sort of package for him to take back and see is he interested in.
And I 1,000% agree, but what does it have to do with the Shakur fight?
What you mean? I ain't say nothing about Shakur fight other than when Shakur wins and Devin versus Loma win, Shakur wants next. So again,
you asked me and I said I'd be extremely shocked if that happens next.
This year.
And you said, but you got to think about it. Devin's out there right now.
Yep.
And then, he may fight Loma out there May 20th.
Which means he's got fucking 7 more months at 135.
Yeah.
And both of them would be free. Devin would be free after May 20th. Shakur would be free after April 8th.
And
so Shakur gonna be like this, waiting on him, or go show up to the fight because Bob is pushing it. So the pressure will be on Devin, who's already said he's staying at 135 for the rest of the year. What did you talking about? I don't even understand. Why you always try to make it seem like you can't understand me, bro? You funny as hell.
No, I was just trying to
day.
see. I mean, him being in Saudi had nothing to do with why he could fight Shakur.
All I brought up Saudi was because they are insinuating the fight is going to happen out there, and they're still using the same date. So if they're going to get big money from Saudi, that fight is definitely happening, which means that's the 5th month of the year, which means he got 7 more months at 135.
Yeah, and even still,
even
still, I still don't think it happens next.
All right, well, then we'll see what Bill, and Devin say because they definitely said they at 135 for the rest of the year. Now, I've never been the one to tell a dude he can't get a victory lap. You beat Kambosos in Australia. You beat Kambosos in Australia again.
I don't even think it doesn't happen because of them. I truly believe it doesn't happen because Bob knows that you ain't got no business doing this fight next. This fight will be huge 2-3 years down the line, make so much more money.
I mean, maybe Bob is smartening up. That whole 2-3 years down the line ain't necessarily guaranteed, doesn't really play out well, and a lot of factors go into that. We seen Juan Manuel Lopez get knocked off and never got the Gamboa fight. We seen Gamboa get knocked off and never got the Rios pay-per-view. We seen Broner get knocked off and never got the Mayweather pay-per-view. So, I mean, there's a lot of fights out there that we never got because marination and trying to take too long. I mean, we ain't get Anthony Yard Buatsi because they both was looking at title challenges and people was really questioning Anthony Yard, and now he's fought 2 tough-ass champions for their belt, and Buatsi still hasn't fought a champion, let alone a former champion. So, different paths, time tells. Boxing is funny, man. You never know. And again, you cut me off. I've never been the one to say no to a dude to get his victory lap. I've never been the one. Man, looking at Carl Frodd's resume, that's not what I want for my fight. As a manager, I don't want you to be in 5, 7, 8, 9 straight tough fights. No. So, again, if Devin feels like, yo, I ain't fighting Shakur, but I'm doing a 135 victory lap in Oakland, or they giving me some Las Vegas main event, do you. Just like Jarrett Hurd got to do him and go back to his hometown, and Crawford got to do him and go back to his hometown, and Earl got to do him and go back to his hometown, and Canelo about to do him and go back to Guadalajara. So this is what champions do. They are entitled to that. But I know that Bill will have to be doing a lot of interviews because, he made it seem like they would stay and fight and defend those belts. And truth be told, I don't know that Danny really knows what he's talking about, because at the end of the day, this is their last fight with Top Rank. And if Top Rank really wants that Shakur Haney fight, they got to pay, because Haney could walk away with all the belts. Like, that's negotiation at its finest. He talking about 5 years down the line, or Bob knows is bigger. Bob doesn't know this. Haney could walk away with all the belts if he beat Loma. There's nothing holding him there, unless all of a sudden magically they come on here and they tell us that there was a clause in the contract, and because Devin defended it and
let's say he walk away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
what?
one fight.
What you mean that's one fight?
They made it clear after this shit they moving up. So you
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What you ain't getting is he's in position to take that fight if he wants it on all levels. Because if they want to offer it to him, they're going to have to pay him. And he could walk away and go to Matchroom with 4 belts and a Ring magazine title. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like, anybody's going to want him at that point. Boxer would want it. There'd be so many people offering him money at that point because you are a free agent, undisputed. It's probably never been heard of. Probably never been heard of. That's what I'm saying. Like, you acting like, oh, Bob, no. He got to offer Haney anything he can, or he going to lose 4 belts and a ring title.
Yeah,
if he keeps saying
for the rest of the year, and then they become vacant, yeah, he won't be able to get them. But Corey already.
What you mean for the rest?
Because then he moves up. What happens when Devin moves up?
You're not getting it. Bob has to secure Haney. He got to secure after this fight. He's a free agent.
Okay, bro. All right, cool. Bob secures Haney.
How?
Right?
How?
He pays him a lot for that Shakur fight, right? Hold on, listen.
Okay. That's different.
No, we're doing what you say.
No, you misunderstanding, because that's not what I'm saying. So I don't know, but all right, he pays him a lot of money for the Shakur fight.
You just said Bob has to retain Devin, right? So I'm telling you, he's retaining Devin. He pays him for the fight, right? Let's say that fight does happen, and let's say in this scenario Devin wins. How did Bob secure the belts? Because now Devin moves up; those belts are vacant.
On his side, though.
How is it on his side, brother? It's dependent on the rankings.
Bro, the same way the WBOs to be on his side. The same way, bro. Like, the same way that Shakur got a high ranking because he moved up with the WBC. Think about it. It's all the same.
I don't understand. Like, the belts and the rankings is the belts and the rankings. So it's like when they're vacant, the guys that are in place in the rankings, that's who gets the shot.
And
they're gonna be vacant.
They're normally people that are from that promoter.
I mean, sure, the WBO, and in this case, yes, the WBC, but not in every
even
case.
in the IBF.
So in any case that belts become vacant, you're saying typically, is the person who's vacating them. It's that promoter whose fighters is in position to fight for those vacant belts.
Especially when they vacant, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. It's always timing. So, I mean, think about it. We could go back as far as Oscar Valdez. He vacates.
Yeah,
Shakur's
but that's one, though.
Shakur vacates.
Right.
What? It was one.
Yeah.
And that was Top Rank, but then there was another to make it look fair, and that was Golden Boy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, so right now, is all 4 guys at number 1 at 135, is they all top-ranked guys?
No, it's going to be a mixture, like I said.
Okay, so what's the difference?
But the mixture is always going to be the person that has them, the promoter that has them, they're going to have more people in position. I'm going to pull up the rankings.
Yeah, maybe they have over 200 fighters, so it wouldn't be hard.
So does PBC. It is hard.
Okay.
It is hard.
All right, well.
I mean, bruh.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I don't
you
think
don't find it strange that mad Dominicans are ranked in the WBA all of a sudden. Like you haven't noticed that. Like that's how this works,
okay,
bro.
and that's phenomenal.
You don't find it strange that all the UK dudes with Frank Warren are ranked in the WBO.
That's great. I'm just saying, Josh had all the belts. Right, and 2 of them ended up across the street, right?
And who they fighting though?
The across the street guys. It was in-house PBC fights.
No.
Of course,
Boyo's fight was versus who?
The 140 pounder that beat Barrios that been PBC his whole career.
I don't know if he PBC and ain't he fighting on Moradon now? No, no, he's fighting somebody now. I think.
Yeah,
Didn't we just talk
PBC
about
guy. Yeah, another PBC.
What weight
guy.
class is that?
54 or 40. So he fought Barrios years ago. Fights Puello last year.
You talking about?
Sure. You know what I'm saying? And those were both shows on their end of the street. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say this. I think that if Haney were to stay with Top Rank for the rest of this year or not, I think that whoever was going to fight for them vacants is still going to fight for them vacants. Whether they Top Rank, whether they Matchroom, whether they PBC, whoever was going to fight for them is going to fight for them. I don't think it's going to change based on who he with.
I think so. I think so.
Respect your opinion, champ.
Yeah. Yo, they always align themselves, man. They not trying to end up in some random vacant title for a $200,000 purse, man. Like they need that 3% of $1 million purse from 2 fighters that evenly getting paid $1 million or more each, not one that's getting 700. Like that's cool. One getting 700 and one getting 3, but that ain't.
But I respect your opinion. I
don't
agree with you.
Why do you think the WBC is all the way in the Middle East giving Jake Paul and them a belt? They ain't getting that shit for free. And neither is his top 30 ranking or whatever. But we are supposed to have Kelvin Davis. Let me just check with the producer.
And if you was tuned in, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you are subscribed, as we are trying to reach that goal of 165,000 subscribers. Shout out to Rider the Storm, $5 super chat. Said you guys are overthinking it. This is why Loma is winning. The belts need to stay at Top Rank. Don't care for your feelings.
See, I mean, at least he's saying the same thing. They gonna stay at Top Rank.
Yeah, I mean, same thing you saying.
Yeah, but he's saying it for different reasons, obviously.
Arthur Abraham, $2 super chat says 200 same thing. 240-pound belts once the PBC after Taylor vacated.
Okay, so he agrees with you. That's what he's trying to say.
So 67% of the belts ended up across the street and on across the street shows. Why? Because the guys across the street were in position to fight for those belts, and that's just the way it goes. Champ.
Oh yeah, we'll see. All I know is if Bob wants this fight, he gonna have to pay for it. Because if not, Haney can see what they offering him across the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Bob, bro, but Bob likes to,
Well, it's Todd the Buff then.
Stir the pot.
Todd the Buff. All I'm saying is he's in a position that if someone comes at him and says, "Yo, we want you to fight Shakur," it's like, cool. How much? Because that's an undisputed fight, and then it's a super fight, So,
I agree.
or at least a pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But they're both definitely would be. They got the accolades, to back it. But I don't know what I did with the audio, bro. We went down that rabbit hole.
It's in the pre-pro.
No, I know I had it. I thought I opened it and had it ready to play, but I went down the rabbit hole with Danny.
Be like that sometimes. Champ.
Word. So Danny thinks he vacates.
Bro, you need to go get checked out by a doctor, bro. You just keep putting words in my mouth.
Bro, that's what you literally said. You said...
That's not what I said. I literally said I don't think it happens next because of Bob. Even like whether he stays with Top Rank, doesn't stay with Top Rank, whether even if he stays at 35.
So how do you foresee it not happening if he stays with Top Rank?
Because
like Shakur's literally in an eliminator.
Because you
for the
said
belt.
it, they're gonna have to pay, and I don't think they're gonna pay.
So then what they gonna do?
They ain't gonna pay for that.
So then what they gonna do? What they gonna do?
But if Loma wins,
gonna get a voluntary.
I don't know.
Yeah, the
I
plan
feel
is
like
for him to fight.
Bob has an agenda. Listen to this audio.
Yeah, the plan is for him to fight the Haney Loma winner. I mean, if Haney wins, he's talking about going to 140, so that makes a vacant title for Shakur. But if Loma wins, then Loma and Shakur is a fight that I would pay all kinds of money to watch.
Shout out to ID Boxing that did that interview. I don't know, man. I just this right here makes it seem like he's got it good. That he knows Haney's moving up.
Yeah, the plan is for him to fight the Haney Loma winner. I mean, if Haney wins, he's talking about going to 140, so that makes a vacant title for Shakur. But if Loma wins, then Loma and Shakur is a fight that I would pay all kinds of money to watch.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That is definitely interesting, to say the least. We'll see how that plays out, man. What do they got at 140? Well, they do got T.O. Josh winner, because that just got announced that it was a done deal, right?
In New York, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
At the Garden.
Somehow T.O. got that.
Same day as Berlanga at the Garden.
Oh, nah, but they probably going to push Berlanga off it now. That's a big fight. T.O. versus Josh. That means Josh people could fly right into New York. T.O. got his people versus T.O. going over there and all the tickets being on just Josh.
I'm just saying those are historic venues that are hard. I feel like harder to book. I don't know that Eddie pushes his show. For Bob.
But we don't know that Eddie locked it in. We don't know who's locked it in yet. Obviously, Eddie's Berlanga rumor's been out there longer, so maybe he got that date on hold, but Top Rank got a relationship that's longer than Eddie's. And, nah, they won't do Hulu and Matt in the big room at the same time, right?
They should.
What the fuck?
Are
you serious?
They should. They should.
You can't be serious.
Make the poll.
Nah.
Berlanga Jacobs in the theater.
Yeah, but you can't even go to both. They basically come out the same times.
Cool. The fuck? Cool.
Bro, you're putting your audience against each other.
Cool. Let's make the poll.
What do you mean?
Berlanga Jacobs, T.O. Taylor. Which one you going to? Both the same night in New York City.
I think it's over. I think that because T.O. is announced, I think Matchroom's not going on that day, bro. They're not stupid. You can't go
That'd
against.
Be unfortunate.
You can't go against Bob, especially as a new company in America. They're good. If they were going against Bob or Frank in the UK, it's different.
Ain't neither one of them guys Puerto Rican. You put the Puerto Rican on a Puerto Rican weekend, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Go up against each other. I'm totally for that.
I know a thing or two about the Caribbean people, and we prefer to party, and a fight ain't a party. So like, I don't know that they gonna be coming out just cause it's Berlanga. If they deciding to go to a fight, they probably gonna go to the better fight, man. Like that's like the exact opposite of what we preach. Great fights is what make people, what grow this sport. So I don't know. That's a good fight.
Was the last dude he fought a great fight?
But we talking Hulu. You ain't talking the big room. That's
right, and he fighting at the Hulu. So you just gotta fill the Hulu up.
Yeah,
again.
but you was talking about the Hulu alone. Now you talking about the Hulu with a whole nother event happening the same. I don't know, Danny. That's weird.
I mean, this happened before. Like, I don't understand the issue. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they put that.
It's happened before?
Of course. With bigger names at that. So, it ain't about shit. On the bigger weekend at that. So, it ain't about shit.
Yo, Rob is the funniest character. Hilarious. Yo, we got the phone lines open 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Let us know your thoughts. Do you really think Bob Arum is being honest, being truthful when he says that the plan is for the winner, or rather the plan is for Shakur Stevenson to face the winner of Loma and Devin Loma? What are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts? I got a poll that's been out for a while, and we're at about almost 300 votes. Do you believe Bob Arum will do Shakur Stevenson versus the winner of Haney versus Lomachenko? Options are only if Haney doesn't move up. That option has received 44% of the votes. Only if Loma wins, 17% of the votes. Too soon for Haney Shakur, 15% of the votes. Bob just promoting, not serious, 24% of the votes. All right, so it looks like Kelvin Davis is available.
All right. He on the April 8th Newark card too, I believe.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, Top Rank can find his brother an opponent.
I know, that's unfortunate. We might as well talk about that since he's on the card. That's a little crazy.
Word. Yeah, to go has pulled out of the Keyshawn Davis, right?
He never signed a contract, yo. See, that's what I'm saying about that whole no contract signing to the day of and all that shit, just agreeing in principle. Shit crazy. Bro, Twitter Spaces never works for me, man. It's just like whenever it wants. It's pretty not cool.
Yo, you seen that Instagram's gonna remove everybody's verification now? and
They're not removing it.
they removing them, and they doing like the monthly thing, and the reason they're not letting the people who gotta keep it is because they said that some people have it's caused like bullying, so they're just gonna do it like on some monthly, like kind of how Twitter you could pay for your check mark thing and shit whack.
But they're gonna take away the person who's
Yeah.
already verified.
Like at least Twitter, differentiates it,
By
but
making it gold, right? That's what I've noticed. Like someone is gold if they're like a real company.
It's different. It's different ones. It's 3 different ones that I've seen. That one, uh, like a blue one that's legit, and then the paid one, or white. I think the white one. Yes, the gold, the white, and the blue.
Huh. A white one. I ain't see that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
some
funny.
shit. It's definitely 3 different ones.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty corny. That's pretty corny and pretty corny of them to do that, right? What do you think? I think so.
Corny. What's corny?
I mean, it take people's verification away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I get they trying to even the playing field, but I don't know. That's pretty messed up. But I guess the people they taking it from definitely can afford it, right?
They worried about the wrong shit. Why is it 20 fucking fake porn pages watching every story I post, but y'all worried about check marks?
Word. Because they can still count those bots as users, right? Like when they go to advertisers and stuff like that. I got AMG in Oklahoma. What up?
Yo.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. My bad. I'm going to choose to believe both Bill and Bob because Bill said they were staying at 135, right? So, I mean,
that's what Bill said.
I feel like he'd be putting extra pressure on Devin by saying that, in my opinion, and then not wanting to fight Shakur. So I think if they stay, that's just the logical next fight. And then Bob, he'd want to make the fight, in my opinion, because there's no guarantees that either one of them stay with them, long term. Let's see what Danny's saying about marinating the fight, but 4 or 5 years, we don't know where they're going to be. So I say make the fight now.
You said 4 or 5.
AMG, sorry, let me get to Kelvin Davis. Kelvin, how are you? Thank you.
What's up, man?
Thank you for coming on the show,
Hold on,
man.
I'm trying to connect my headphones. Hello?
All right. Thank you for coming on the show, champ. We're joined, obviously, by Kelvin Davis, part of the
top ranked stable and 1/3 of the DB3.
How are you, bro?
Feeling good, man. I'm straight.
Got a big fight coming up, April 8th.
Yeah.
How camp been, man? Talk to us. We last saw you in December. Now you back in April, man. Talk to us. How's camp been?
Camp been straight. I'm out here training hard. I'm out here in Nebraska right now. We training hard twice a day, every day. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm feeling good right now. I feel like this is gonna be one of my best performances.
Now, definitely, look sharp in the last one. Just wanted to ask, do you have a guy lined up right now? Do you know who you're fighting yet?
Nah, I don't know who I'm fighting right now. They had a couple opponents for me, but I guess they fell through. But no, I don't know. I don't have no opponent right now.
Does that make it difficult not knowing what type of style you're going up against?
Not really, because I know what I'm bringing to the table at the end of the day. But and then we still got like 6.5 weeks. So it's like I should have an opponent within the next couple of weeks.
That's good. So how long have you already been in camp?
I've been in camp for about 2, 3 weeks now.
So would you consider it like a pre-camp, or did you go full into, you know, doing the normal day-to-day
The 3 times a week
routine?
sparring and everything.
Uh, I say, I say this is my first week, like 2 a day every day.
Okay, okay. So you
But the first
sparring
two
like
weeks was like kind of like a pre-camp, cause we
okay,
still kind of early. But I mean, I'm always training though.
okay, okay. I hear your brother Keyshawn's coming out to Vegas. For part of camp. Will you be joining him out here?
Yeah, yeah, we all coming out there.
Okay, okay, okay. What type of work y'all getting out there? Obviously, a lot of talent in that gym, but at the end of the day, it's still Nebraska, so I know most of the work gets brought in. What type of work you been able to get, or will you be able to get in camp?
Uh, I mean, we got a couple guys within our team that's decent that we work with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then we bring in guys. You know what I'm saying? That's top quality. You know what I'm saying? Like international guys, like mostly international guys, for real that we bring in for camp. But I mean, for the most part, we get good work out here.
For
And then
sure.
Vegas, out Vegas, there's plenty work out there.
Plenty of work out here. No, that's why I was asking you. Um,
Can I jump in?
Go
So
ahead.
you floating around the 40s and 44s. Have you decided on a weight class? Would your first title be happening at 40 or 47?
140. I just be fighting catch weights until it's about that time.
No, for sure. I mean, no need to make 139 pounds if it ain't no belt on the line. I truly understand.
For sure.
Now I gotta ask, there was obviously a lot of attention, viral knockout in the last fight. Definitely had to do her, finished in a phenomenal fashion, and obviously it was a big car, Heisman night, New York City at the Garden. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've seen I want to say at least two of your fights in person, maybe three. And I feel like the last one was a statement. I feel like it was a statement.
Which fight you talking about?
The one you had in New York, the fourth round knockout.
I don't. I think you mixing up fights.
That wasn't your last one. Oh,
Nah, my
oh,
last
oh,
fight
oh,
was.
oh, 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 no, no, no. I'm sorry. That was in New York, Plant City, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Plant City. No, I had it pulled up. You had fought at the Garden, no, but Plant City, bro. That shit was huge.
yeah.
That
Appreciate you.
that shit was huge. I'm just curious, what type of feedback you got? What were your thoughts, just on your performance and you know, the reaction you got from people?
Uh, I feel like it was an alright performance. The dude was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And it was like one of my first times fighting a dude my height. He was undefeated. I mean, he came to fight. I mean, I guess he did, but I mean, at the end of the day, I felt like I had more skills than him, and I did what I was supposed to do at the end of the day.
Now, for you, for you at this point, so early in your career, obviously those highlight knockout reels, to me they're great. You get what I'm saying? Being on ESPN, the platform is good, but do you feel right now is for you is just a matter of development at this stage, like just keep growing, keep sharpening the tools, just getting back in the gym, or do you think those highlight reel knockouts are important for you right now to be able to get your name out there and make your name known to the public?
Most definitely, I came here. I came in boxing. I'm not trying to take part, man. I'm trying to take over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just play around with it. So it's like when it's time to do fight, them prospects. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be ready for sure. I feel like that's gonna be in like the near future, for real, for real. But like, and honestly, I don't even get in the ring looking for knockouts. I be just trying to box. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the power, like my power, just gonna show. So I'm not really looking for it. I just know it's gonna come out at the end of the day. So it's like I don't know, but to really answer your question, like yeah, them prospects and stuff like that, I'm truly trying to do that this year for real, for real.
Line them up.
How's it been training with the team out there in Nebraska with, having 3 trainers? Actually 4, right? Because you guys also brought your um
Trainer from, was it Virginia?
I feel like
Yeah. He trained us while we back at home, and then he come to camp with us sometimes.
Okay. And then obviously in Nebraska, Bomac, Coach Red,
and Isu.
Saul, right?
Yes, sir.
How's that been?
It's been great, man. Even outside of boxing, man, they've been treating us like family. You know what I'm saying? Like they solid guys. You know what I'm saying? So we growing a relationship with them every day, every camp we be with them. So like outside of boxing, everything been great. But like boxing wise, man, I feel like they one of the best in the game. They the best in the game. Like I've been growing myself. I can say I've been growing myself with these group of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like my talents been really they've been elevating my talents and getting me where I need to be. And we definitely come in shape, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like all the way around, like we good.
What do you think specifically they've been able to bring out of you? You said you've been able to elevate your talent.
Specifically,
Yep.
uh really just like believing in certain like believing in certain stuff, like certain abilities that I have, just really trusting in it and believing in myself really.
And you said you definitely coming in shape. Is that something that you're saying because of obviously being in there so long? How well you guys prepare in conditioning, or that's something that you was already doing before you got to the team?
Uh like training wise, yeah, but like with this group is definitely like to a different level. You
The
know what I'm saying?
conditioning.
Yeah, for sure.
When you say to a
And
different level, give me an
consistency.
example. Give me an example. What's different? Is it the
The
running at
running.
high elevation? Is it because you're swimming? Is it like what do you think?
Yeah, basically what you're saying, it's like a mixture of everything, and it's the consistency. And then sometimes it's not really about going hard; it's about being consistent.
Hmm.
So for you right now, you're saying you're going twice a day. So what's your day looking like?
Man, you trying to
How much are you running?
y'all trying to get the whole game plan.
No, I don't want the game plan. I mean, I'm just curious. Like, do you wake up, go running in the morning? Do you run at night? Are you doing strength and conditioning before the boxing gym, or do you do that after? Like, I'm just curious as
For real,
to
for real,
how the day kind of laid out. Not so much, too much information.
for real, it just all depends on where we at and like what for where we at. Because in Colorado we might do something different. Out in Omaha we might do something different. And in Vegas we might do something different. Weather comes into play everywhere we at. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends.
Mm,
Like versus like out in Omaha, we probably run out here in the mornings. Where versus in Vegas, we probably run it at nights.
I got you.
Dang,
Okay.
ain't it cold in Omaha, especially in the morning?
Yeah, right now it's snowing out here.
Oof. Damn.
It ain't been too much better out here, truth be told. It was snowing yesterday.
Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was for a little second. Terrible. So you run every day?
Nah,
Every other day?
probably like 3-4 times a week.
Okay.
You run on sparring days or no?
Yeah, sometimes.
Before or after?
Sometimes before, sometimes after.
Oh
Like it
wow.
all depends for real, for real.
On what? On how you feel or what the coach asks for?
Both.
Yo, so the next one's another 6 rounder, right? Or do you know
Yeah,
yet?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm going 6, man. I'm trying to get 8, but I guess the TV time coming to play and all that type stuff.
Okay.
You was busy in 2022, man. You had a lot of fights. You expect your this year to go the same?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to have as many fights as possible, especially being that I'm already starting off the year late in April. I'm trying to have a couple like fights back to back. So I'm looking at probably like 4 fights this year, 5 maybe.
That's good.
Yo, we had Brad Goodman on the show the other day, and your brother came up, and he mentioned how Top Rank plans to, bring him home this year, give him a homecoming fight. Just for you, the thoughts of fighting on your brother's undercard in front of your hometown fans, in front of the Norfolk people. How's that make you feel?
I definitely excited about that, like, cause I know like in Norfolk, like we got that support, so I know everybody will be attending. You know what I'm saying? But that definitely be exciting, man.
Did you know that was Top Rank's plans to give your brother a homecoming this year?
You drop your mic.
Y'all can hear me?
Now we
Yeah,
can.
now we can. Yeah.
I said, nah, not really.
Okay. And obviously, you guys are back on the card together. How do you like it? We've talked to plenty of brothers in the sport. Some brothers don't like fighting on the same card. That way they can be in full support of their brother when they're fighting. And some brothers like to shine together. How do you feel about it?
Shoot, I like it. Me and my brother can turn up in the same night. You know what I'm saying? Especially like in camp. I got him with me. We together in camp. Like everything comfortable for us. We do everything together anyway. So it's like fight night. We just both gonna shine.
That's good. That's definitely must be a good feeling to be able to do camp
So,
together.
so like for example, for Key, obviously since you're fighting before he is he showing up when you show up to the arena and he there the whole time with you, or does he show up just for your fight, or how does that usually work?
Yeah, for sure. The last time we fought together was debut at Top Rank, and he fought the same slot that he fighting in now. He showed up to my fights, and I probably won't. I fought in the first. I fought the first bout. You know what I'm saying? So he showed up early. He do say he do regret that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not probably not gonna fight that early this time. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely he gonna show up though.
Yeah, and I think they got Jared the co-main for this one, so I think he got to be at the arena probably a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? Since he fighting right before the co-main instead of the co-main, so I'm sure he'll be in the building. He don't come off as one like he gonna miss his brother's fights. If he got anything to say about it, he gonna make sure to be in the building.
Yeah, for sure. That's just how we operate.
Yo, so tell me some good news, man, cause the word is obviously out that to Golden fell out. So can you give us some positive news on behalf of Keyshawn? Cause obviously some people kind of scared. Like, what if they can't find him an opponent and now he off the card?
I can't say too much, but only thing I can say is the guys don't want to fight my brother, man.
So you
Like
saying people
everybody
turning it down?
turning them down, man.
Like who?
They scared, man. But I think that
You scared, Kelvin?
well, obviously we already know one.
I thought it was an injury though. Are you calling bullshit?
No, I don't even know for real, for real. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. This
oh, okay.
I mean I know he ain't fighting, but I
Right,
ain't know
right,
he said
right.
injury.
Okay.
But like I mean, only I can say is guys don't want to fight Keyshawn, man. I ain't saying no names, man.
I think it's tough, man. I think it's tough. I think it's tough.
And then everybody keep trying to put him with like world championship type guys. But he got 7 fights.
Well. I think he trying to do that.
Yeah.
We had him on the show and he asking for top
He
guys. Like
asking for Jeremiah
he he
Nakatilia.
ain't asking for no easy guys. Like he asking for guys Shakur fought a year and a half ago. So I don't. I think that's Keyshawn. knowing his talent and wanting to test himself and be great.
For sure, I
You know,
understand.
because we did look. We going this morning. We was talking about Jared Anderson and people complaining about his opponent. I'm like, he's like 12-0, 13-0. Like he's only 23. Y'all gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? But I think Keyshawn is moving at a faster rate. Obviously, went to the Olympics, got the silver medal, and
training just like you with the big name trainers,
not
man.
not just that, but you gotta realize
top notch sparring.
How many top guys was pushing Keyshawn's name for years before he turned pro? You know what I'm saying? For years, like big fights in Vegas, Keyshawn was here. Like I remember.
I mean, he's ranked, bro, in the top 10.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like
with 7 fights. So you already know he's up there already.
Yeah, he moving quick. He is definitely moving quick.
Yeah, for sure. And his talent level is there, you know what I'm saying? But when that time gonna come.
And I think people don't necessarily realize like he already 23. They saw him in the Olympics last year, but they don't realize like he a man. You know what I mean? So it's like his time will come for sure.
Yeah, we be out there in a couple weeks, man. We both can come up there.
Oh no, for sure.
Do this over.
Absolutely, no. We'll definitely have you both in studio at the Win. We're not there because they're shooting a TV show there today. So no, we'll definitely have you both there.
Sure, we can bring the whole team.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Kelvin, I got a couple questions here from the people. New York Bullet in New York says, "What's up, champ? Who were some of the boxers who inspired you to put on the gloves, if any? Blessings, champ."
Inspired me to put on gloves. It wasn't even really nobody inspired me to put on no gloves. It was just a gym out the street, and we went to go box.
Anybody you looked up to?
Who took you out of box though? Who took you out of the gym?
My mom. The gym was really walking distance, but my mom did take us because she had to sign us up and all that.
Right.
Once you got started though and started taking to boxing, any fighters you looked up to or watched for,
For sure, the talk of my town was already Sweet Pea, you know what I'm saying? That's where we from. But like AB used to be my favorite fighter.
Word. AB used to be a lot of people's favorite fighter, man. That 135 AB was a problem. For real.
For sure. Can Man. I like the Can Man AB.
For real. That's the one. I got Ruin the 504 New Orleans says, any word on the April opponent?
Nah, man. I had somebody fall through too. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, they actually didn't say injury. They said for reasons that haven't been disclosed.
Yeah, to go. Yeah, that was the report. So 6 weeks out, man. How are you dealing with the weight cut?
I stay on weight. I'm skinny. I know.
Yeah, because you tall as shit for 140.
Yeah.
I'm saying I stay on weight. My body never seen 160.
Damn.
That's good. It's like Sean Porter.
Damn. That's dope though. Look, man. I feel like
it's
the guys...
also because you're very active too, though, right? It's like you kind of always in the gym. It looks like from the way you've been scheduled.
So people say my metabolism. You know what I'm saying? I don't know really too much about the nutrition end, but I just know I'm skinny and my body ain't never hit 160. And I do stay in shape for sure. But I can't even just sit up here and say I be eating right all the time either.
Yo, so I was doing some reading. It said that you sparred Shakur. So I'm assuming you've also sparred Bud. And have you?
Have I sparred Bud?
And Shakur.
Shit, I sparred Shakur my first time sparring Shakur is at 15 years old.
Yes, I did some reading and noticed that, but I'm just wondering, have you sparred Crawford as well to compare those two southpaw styles? I know Crawford switches, but just to hear.
Have I sparred Terrence? Yes, I sparred Terrence. Your question is like the difference in the styles?
But from the southpaw stance, because Terrence could switch.
Yeah, but I mean, the difference. Uh, I guess Shakur a little more slick.
Do you think that just got to do with weight? Like Shakur, a smaller guy, so he got less weight, so he naturally could be slicker.
For sure, a lot come into play. Like, yeah, because the size, a lot will come into play because the size. Like Terrence will be naturally stronger.
Yeah, who we just had on the show that was talking about Terrence's power?
Oh, Virgil Hunter. Virgil
yeah.
Hunter, yeah.
Yeah,
Virgil was saying that he's done pads with Crawford, and he said, "I know power, and he hitting."
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
for sure.
those are elite level spars that you've been in with, man. I guess that makes everything else kind of easy, or at least puts you in a calm place, no? Because you've already been in there with such high level opposition that when you in there in the fight, it's like these guys are not Terrence or Shakur or even
Keyshawn Davis.
For that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it like that for you?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like I said for my last fight, he was undefeated and all that. Yeah, that's cool. But like I know like the level that I'm on and the level that I'm around. And like I said, I'm knowing when I'm coming to the table at the end of the day.
For sure. Well, champ, those are all my questions. Danny, you got anything else?
Nah, that was it. We'll see you in a couple weeks, man.
Yeah, we'll try to get you back on if you get something announced with the opponent. I know right now it's to be announced, so if you guys actually get an opponent, we'll definitely try to get you before the fight. If not after, we want you to do the victory lap. But Kelvin, thank you obviously for coming on. Please give out your social media for anyone that isn't following you can do so.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter at DB3.
Check the mic, champ.
Yeah, you can cover it. There we go.
Yo.
Yeah.
Y'all can follow me at Twitter at DB3Kel. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Kelvin Davis 2_.
All right.
Y'all can follow my brother's page, DB3 Enterprises. At DB3 Enterprises.
For sure.
Appreciate
you, man.
Thank you for coming on.
For sure.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kelvin Davis on the show. And, brother of obviously Keyshawn fighting on that April 8th card. Nice stack card.
Yeah,
nice
a lot of young talent. A lot of young talent.
It's it's funny how things have changed in boxing. Now we get to see the development of everybody, and you're invested. They should have been doing this. Like you wouldn't otherwise tune in to 2-0 guys, 3-0 guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now you're invested. You've been watching them since the amateurs. You watched their pro debut.
Yeah, man. Future of the sport.
And it makes you feel like the card is stacked because you know them. You know the name. So it's like, oh, shit, it's a stacked card because everyone there you're invested in.
Exactly. So early in their career. That's the key. You're invested so early in their career.
Yep.
But phone lines are open.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let me see. Is that AMG? Let me go back to AMG. Stuck around. What up, champ?
No, I noticed that Danny said, he wasn't really talking about like a 4 or 5 year marination. I guess my main point, it wasn't so much that the time, it was just that Bob can't guarantee that they're both going to be with him. And that's why I believe that Bob will try to make that fight. Because he might as well capitalize while he has both guys on his side.
But that's the thing, like, Bob already won't have Devin. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, Bob already, like, Devin's a free agent.
If they accept that fight, then?
Huh?
If he accepts the fight, but that means...
They accepted that fight, yeah.
If he accepts the fight with Shakur, he would have Devin. Or if he accepts... Or if Bob presents another...
top rank offer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like they gotta present the offer. The offer gotta be right. Like just because so Devin won't have like even if it get ordered, he ain't gotta fight him no time soon.
Yeah, like he won't
Like
be mandatory.
It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't even happen till October. They'll call it in the
for next year. They'll call it for next year, and Devin will be gone. So that's the thing. Like Devin, I just don't see this fight happening this year, regardless of the outcome. It's too much money.
What's your take on what Bill said though? You think he's just like he just wants to have the best, I don't know, negotiation. I mean, I get that, right? He wants the best negotiation power by saying that Devin is going to stay there.
I think he does
last
stay.
time he was on the show,
I think he does stay.
He more or less like called out Shakur. He's like, we ain't going nowhere. Like if Shakur has to come up next, then that's the way he made it seem, at least. So, I mean, obviously, I want the fight, right? And I want the fight now. We married.
I don't agree with Danny. Like I get the whole this could be bigger, but how much bigger? Like Devin would be beating Vasyl. He's the man to beat the man that went back to beat the man.
I think you let Shakur.
All the belts are on the line.
I think you let Shakur make his own debut on pay-per-view. This would be Devin's first ever fight on pay-per-view. I think you let Shakur do the same. You let Shakur keep growing, get that following up, keep headlining, and I think that both guys
you
know
think
that.
They fight at 140, Danny?
I just don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna put in the air. This ain't happening when all the belts are on the line. Maybe the network wants it. It's like this ain't gonna happen again. They're gonna go the 47 and all the belts are gonna be on the line.
I mean,
can't guarantee that shit. Like this is it
Yo,
right here.
to,
TV networks want belts, and this is all the marbles. This is lineage. The man to beat the man to meet the man. Like this shit goes back from Loma. It's coming full circle to Loma to the new generation. Like you got T.O. beat Loma.
These guys also.
But go ahead.
They got the skills to like potentially go down. Like, I mean, it's too early to say two of the best ever type of shit, right? But I'm saying they got skills. So maybe you go the route of let's fucking have a trilogy. Let's get it going right now.
Yeah, maybe one at 35, one at 40, one at 47 or some shit. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe.
But anyways, that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, AMG.
All right. I think that is it because we ain't got Twitter Spaces, man. Shit is low today. We got Discord open for those that want to talk. If not, we're going to go and wrap things up. Let me make sure we ain't got no super chats here.
I think I read him.
Both Rider of the Storm and
Yep.
Arthur A.
Yes, I did. The $5 and a $2.
And on Blog Talk, you got to press 1 if you want to speak. Same thing on Discord. You got to go ahead and request if you want to speak.
And if not,
you know the number to call 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion. Right here. Voice of the People hotline. Let me see. All right. You got to press 1. I seen you press 1, but now you're out. I don't know if you maybe think you didn't. Whatever the case may be. Looks like Boston. Is this another Georgie number? You got to press 1. We got a $1 super chat that says nothing.
Smooth, just showing some love. Appreciate it.
What up?
And make sure to smash that sub button. We are trying to get to 165,000. Been stuck at 164 for a minute. Hello.
What's up, brother? Who's this?
Turn us down in the background.
He hung up.
All right.
All right. Well, we got David Maldonado. What up?
Yo, Nestor Gibbs.
What up?
I called it in one of my videos, bro. This is the year that the new four kings are gonna really, really start making their mark, bro. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson is going to be one of the first fights ever in a long time where you got two elite A-plus level fighters going at it in their 20s for the undisputed title. Sign me up. That fight doesn't need to wait, bro. For Fredo Benitez and Sugar Ray Leonard fought. Sugar Ray was 23, Benitez was 21 years old, bro.
Yeah, they was
Make
also
that fight
underpaid.
happen. My man, that's gonna happen. That's that, bro. And then on the other
Your
side, the
favorite
other
fighters
king,
was in slave
those are
contracts.
two, yeah. Listen, those are two. Stop hating. Those are two of the kings right
Am
there.
I lying?
And then the other king.
Because you ain't rebutted shit I said.
I mean, I don't care about their pay, bro. You sound like you salty that Devin
No,
Haney
I'm
got the
just
fight.
a realistic individual. The fuck?
Yeah, that fight gonna
You
happen,
talking
bro,
about
because like that-
about two guys that get paid handsomely in Shakur and Devin.
Listen, man. Like what Ness said earlier, a lot of fights never happen because the marination thing. Them guys are ready to fight, man. Let's make it happen. Because Tank is not fighting neither one of them for a long time, bro. So with that being said, Devin Haney versus El Shakur, the face of Puerto Rican boxing, Stevenson. And then in June 10th, my boy Teofimo Lopez snatched that Puerto Rican day from Edgar Berlanga because we done traded Edgar Berlanga for Teofimo a long time ago anyway. So after Teofimo smacked, that's right.
Traded the
That's
undefeated
about
guy
that.
for the quitter.
Oh yeah, we don't want.
Or not the quitter, the questioner. The
Listen,
questioner.
We giving Edgar to the Dominicans, bro. We got Shakur Stevenson.
Dominicans
and we
win,
got-
champ.
and we got
Yo,
Teofimo
Dominicans
Lopez,
shitting on Puerto Ricans right now. Shakur is it.
Now, Shakur's all we need right now, bro. And then Teofimo is like what Triple G was to the Mexicans. Boricua for Tio. We taking that date away. We gonna beat. And I'm glad they.
They
did
saying
that
speak
because
for yourself in the chat. Tio ain't Puerto Rican.
I don't. He don't gotta be Puerto Rican. He's from New York and he's Spanish. So we.
They saying the Puerto Ricans don't claim Tio.
I don't care. They have no choice anyway. And then Teofimo gonna take out Josh Taylor. He
How you gonna
Josh
say he got
Taylor
no
head off.
choice?
Because who we gonna bank on? Who else? The Piragua driver. Who else? Who we got out there? Xander Zayas. I love Xander Zayas. He's not on the level as the young guys like Keyshawn. Xander Zayas is not like when Miguel Cotto was coming up. He looked special. Xander Zayas got lots of. Come on, man. He's at 154 too. Who is gonna beat for a title then, man? Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is our guys, bro. And with that being said, Teo's gonna fight Josh Taylor and take that belt. He's the Marvin Hagler of that four kings. Shakur's the Sugar Ray Leonard. Devin Haney is the Tommy Hearns without the power. I'm calling him Hearns because he's the tall guy. And then Tank Davis is the Roberto Duran. This is the year we're gonna start.
Who's the
seeing
first
fights.
name you
And I'm
said?
hearing here it is. All right, Tank Davis is the Roberto Duran. He's the smallest guy, the biggest puncher there, right? Teofimo, I'm gonna name him Marvin Hagler because he's the one that they're gonna have to.
Bro,
move up
get
to
this
fight
guy
him 'cause
off
he's
the
biggest.
phone, yo. We off the phone. What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy?
Why you hating on my mans, bro?
Man, you salty, man, because El Shakur about to take them straps away. And another thing, I'm hearing rumors that I hope is not true. I'm hearing that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is dead, done, not gonna happen. Is that true, Ness?
Who'd you hear that from?
Or you don't want to talk about it? I'm hearing rumblings like that, bro. That
where?
People don't want to say anything. I'm hearing rumblings that something's going on with that shit. And the
What
aerospace fight
fight?
might not even happen.
The Tank and
Aerospace,
Ryan.
Keith Thurman and Ryan and Tank.
I don't know.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
hearing,
Tank
bro.
out here. Tank out here, so he obviously training for a fight in L.A.
Vegas.
Yeah,
He
man,
training
the
for a
guy
fight.
Yeah, fight in Vegas, you know. He here early. I don't know.
Yeah, Gary Russell or Pitbull rematch. I hope I'm wrong though. I wanna
Bro,
see that fight
you stay putting out fake news.
No, I'm not putting fake news out. I heard something like that.
Bro, you stay DMing me
From
talking
where?
about.
From where?
Bro,
From where?
every time he heard something, is always Gary Russell stepping in.
Ness, you heard something. That's true because you didn't want to say it. You said that you don't want to bring that negativity, and I'm with you. I hope it's not true, bro. But I'm hearing things that it's
Damn,
possible that Tank-
you heard it too, Nuss?
Bruh, he assuming when we was talking this morning.
Ness, I'm not,
This
I
dude
read
is
between the
weird,
lines,
bruh. He
Yeah.
making shit up.
All right, man. I'm gonna let
And
you go
that's
for the
what I
second
told
time.
you. That's what I told you. Don't put that negativity out there. And look, this guy read between your lines. All right, David. Marthinardo. CYP.
It's funny, dog.
Yo,
All right, listen, man.
CYP ain't
I
never
might.
called into the day show.
Yeah, man, 'cause it's funny because I'm free right now. I'm like, man, I'm free. Let me go ahead and do me real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be busy as hell. But man, I might be the only one. I probably ain't the only one after I'm done talking. But right now, man, Bob Arum needs to go to hell with that Shakur's next after Loma. Nah, man, this dude ain't got to go to Australia twice, fight Lomachenko, then fight Shakur Stevenson. Hell no. Like you got to give him a break. You got to let him do his own thing. Have your hometown fight. Pick man. Hell no. Like those 4 fights in a row, shouldn't nobody have to do no shit like that. Like that to me is just crazy. Like you trying to steal his belt from him. Like he can lose that fight just because he's tired of fighting skilled fighters. And it's not even the best Devin you're gonna get. So Bill, you hearing me? Man, I don't give a shit what he offers you, dog. Postpone that. Get you a tune-up, get you a hometown fight. Then come on back and circle that wagon, man. Don't let Bob do that to you. Dangling no money in front of you, man. That. Come on, man. You got to be smart here. Ain't nobody taking that kind of murderer's role. You don't need to do that either. Ain't got nothing to do with being afraid or none of that. You let them treat you like they treat everybody else. Fuck out of here. My Loma over there fighting Nakatanis and Komeis and shit. No. I'm not down with that.
Yo, CYP.
Yeah.
What you think about Wilder possibly doing business with Eddie?
Listen, well, one thing about Eddie is his money's real. That's what I could always say about him. His money real. He be talking that bullshit, but his money seems to be real. So if, like I said, when you at the twilight of your career and somebody want to throw money at you, I don't care who you are, get that money. I don't care who you are, get the money. It's like Bud, whoever. If they want to throw 10, 15, 20 million at you, get your money. Get your money. Like Wilder, to me, has done enough for the sport to help keep it alive. He's brought new fans to the sport, kept some fans in the sport. The man don't really have to do much else, but just be himself. So I'm not really mad. I'm looking at the new crop of boxers, the new crop of heavyweights and fighters to go take the future. I want to see Wilder in meaningful fights, but I do understand that we don't have too many left. So him trying to get his money don't bother me. So Eddie finally came to his senses, then it's cool because we got to understand this Eddie shit been going on for years, right? So sometimes people do mature, and it's been 4 years plus that Eddie been on that bullshit, and he has seen him to get more mature and seen him to give more respect to fighters and more respect to promoters. So I can see him changing. I mean, Bob Arum, 80 years old. Eddie Hearn's in his 40s. So we might have to put up with Eddie Hearn for a long ass time. So it's all good with me.
All right, champ. Appreciate you.
Here we go.
All right. If you're on and you want to get on the show, you got to hit that one button at least one time, One time. We going out to Jerron. What up, Louisiana? You. Jerron. Shorty. Shotty.
Yo,
Yo, what up?
what's good with y'all, man? It's been a little minute.
What up with
Yeah. Hey, look, man. Yeah, I see. Shakur, Haney. Man. I definitely want to see that fight or whatever. But I mean, I just feel like Haney will be like at more of a disadvantage than Shakur would be. Him shrinking down and Shakur pretty much gaining, the muscle. I just feel like
But aren't they both at a disadvantage? Because Shakur, this will only be his second fight at the weight. Like, is he truly acclimated? We don't even know how he gonna look.
That is true too. But would you rather be coming up strong versus shrinking down and maybe be weak?
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
that's you assuming he's shrinking down and being weak. Last I
Well,
checked, he gonna be the bigger man on fight night.
Yeah, that is true too. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like both of them should
I
be
mean,
at a
Loma
comfortable.
calling him a heavyweight.
That's true, but we sitting there, we see him on weight. I don't care what anybody say. We see him on the weigh-ins.
Only one way in. You only seen one way in where he looked bad. People trying to make it seem
and he
like
looked
this.
real bad.
They trying to make it seem like this an everyday thing, an every fight thing.
Yo, and that's the win where he came in underweight.
Chin and everything, and he looked bad.
He looked how he felt.
You know, of course he's gonna say he felt good.
Of course, how he performed.
But look though,
how he performed.
Look though, hold on. Forget how he looked. What he weigh? What he weigh?
No, I'm look. Hey, he can make you wait. That's fine.
No,
You know
I'm just saying. No. But that's what I'm saying.
He came in under.
If I'm struggling, am I gonna come in the half pound under, or am I gonna come in on weight? Got to drop my draws. I'm gonna come in.
I mean,
or am I gonna am I gonna keep killing myself to lose even more weight that's not necessary?
I mean, he had a good nutritionist. I mean, you know, what T.O. do? Did T.O. make the weight?
I don't know. Remember that he got rid of his team. He thought after he beat Loma,
rid of his team.
After he beat Loma, he didn't need them no more.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, man, that's just my take. I just feel like they should both, you know, be at a good weight. I mean, I ain't gonna sit on the fighter, man, because I still see
I'm saying. So hold up. What weight class did Tank miss weight at?
30 and
what was
35.
30?
30 and 35. But ain't nobody saying he's struggling.
Oh, because he was over. Oh, I mean, that's because he just eating. He was eating like trash.
You hear this shit? So the dude that don't miss weight, you worried about him. The dude that's missing weight twice is alright, cause you know he just eating like trash.
I mean, I guess he got his shit together. Has he missed weight?
So wait, the dude that missed weight got his shit together, not the one that ain't missed weight.
No, I ain't saying that.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, chat. Let me get to some other callers, shorty. I appreciate it.
$5 super chat. G Smooth say, "Yo, what's the deal with Boo Boo? Can he get a fight against Charlo or David?"
Not against Charlo. They ain't gonna let him fight Charlo right now.
So we'll see.
What up, legit?
Shit, man. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shit, y'all know I'm Jersey all day, so shout out to Jersey, that 973, and shit on this topic. I just feel like I'm biased and all that, but all I'm gonna say is, if Devin Haney decide to motherfucking resign, you know, because I do want to see him beat Loma, you know, and get that legacy under his belt. Because at one time they said he was the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. So you got to take that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take that little victory, or try to. So I want Loma to go get his little Loma shit. But if he want to stay at 135, you know, and do that, y'all know I'm going for Shakur, and shit. I ain't even gonna say good luck to Devin Haney, but if that fight get made, I say thank you as a fan, and look, shit, I don't got him winning, you know. Shout out to all that shit he doing and all that, but this fight, I got Shakur, and yeah, that's it. I got Shakur.
All right.
Hopefully Javante want the winner. How about that? Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's another thing. People gotta stop saying Devin can't make the weight. And what happens if Tank offer him the fight? Y'all gonna say, he gotta fight him because it's Tank? Like, or y'all gonna still say he can't make the weight? Like, Sean, what up?
Yo, what's going on, my brothers?
How are you?
I know you guys are out there. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you guys are out there in Vegas. It's my first time going out there. I just wanted your opinion. What do you think? I'm going out there for the Caleb Plant fight. What is there to do out there, like, you know, in your guys' area?
I mean, anything
Any
really,
recommendations?
anything really that you want to do out here, be truthful.
It
Like,
really just depends on what you like to do
yeah,
and
because
what
they
you
got
into.
gun ranges, doom buggies, dirt
I'm about to
bikes.
tell you right now. So not to cut you off. I'm not 21, my brother. Like the gambling and all that stuff. Like I'm not really.
Yeah, no, but I ain't
So, yeah,
mentioned
that's
none of
not.
that. I ain't mentioned no
No,
gambling.
no. I mean, he's just letting us know.
That's
Yeah.
just the most, what other people were telling me to do. So I was like, I'm gonna ask you guys, just anything regular. Eat.
I mean, you
just
gonna be
places to
busy
go
when
check
you get in
out.
here.
To be honest, so I bought the fight ticket, but this week I'm gonna buy the fly out ticket because I know how you guys. I seen what you guys were talking about. Better to do like just fly in, fly out. But I was trying to stay there for at least like 2-3 days.
Yeah, so I mean, you
So I
flying
was
in
like,
Friday, you flying out Sunday.
It should be. I'm pretty sure it's like 24th to 26th, I believe. Like 24th
so
or
Friday to
something around there.
Sunday.
Yeah, so you don't got a lot of time anyway, So I would say, if you in the guns, go to a gun range. You could do doom buggies in the desert.
There's a couple lounges
Yeah, that sounds
that
good too. Yeah.
You could rent exotic cars. You could rent motorcycles. It's just like a lot of
usually
shit.
you gotta be 21 for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word?
Yeah, for those higher end cars. But yeah, I mean, definitely shit to do. A lot of restaurants. Just hit us up closer too.
Yeah, I feel it. And I was also gonna ask you guys. I know like the gyms are out there, like the Top Rank one and the Mayweather. Like if I pull up over there, like is it like how they say it is that there's actually fighters out in Vegas, like filled with fighters out in Vegas?
Yeah,
For camps and all that,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't mean they gonna let you in. That don't mean they not gonna let you in. But they definitely consider private gyms.
Shit, if I'm out there, I'm lurking on there. I'm finding a way in. I'm finding a way in. Nah, but I appreciate you guys for real, yo. You guys still, I'm thankful and blessed you guys with the bets. I'm not like a patron to your thing, but I remember I called in and I asked you guys about some bets. You guys really put some money in my pocket for real, and I appreciate you guys also because the fighters and the coaches be doing their thing, but y'all be taking the time out of your day, to put this together not only for yourselves, but you guys also got personal stuff going on. You feel me? Even if it's just you ain't have your coffee or real family problems, you guys always be consistent with it. So I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, champ. Thanks for calling in.
Blessings. Have a good day, my brothers.
Likewise.
Appreciate the call, champ.
Jerron Wolf, Louisiana.
Yeah, y'all give me the time to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what should happen because I do think that Haney is going to beat Loma, and it's about time for him and Shakur to fight and whittle these four kings down to one. And everybody keeps talking about murderers row. Nobody wants to fight murderers row, but whoever is willing to fight that murderers row is going to be the guy that becomes that pay-per-view star because people are going to know he's going to get in the ring with anybody. You don't have to keep taking 2-3 tune-ups between fighting hard opponents. We need somebody that's willing to take at every division. Like we're having to wait entirely too long to get these fights we want, having to pay to watch glorified sparring sessions.
I mean, that's what people was paying for back then when boxing was the biggest. Them guys was most definitely taking tune-ups.
Yeah, but it takes more to make most fights now, most big fights now than it took to make Ali and Frazier. Ali,
they was bad businessmen. That's
got
on
his
them.
title taken and had to do. That's pretty much it. I know Border Wars got canceled. I'm still working. I'm just about done with my registration for USA Boxing. None of that bothers me. I understand why y'all made that move. It's just gonna get Border Wars gonna get bigger and better. But yeah, I just wanted to call in because I hadn't had a chance to call in for a minute because I got a new job. And I had been training and couldn't be on my phone at that. So I had a chance to call in. I wanted to, check in, show y'all some love and things. That's my call.
All right, champ.
All right, champ. Appreciate the call. For
Looks
show.
like we got.
We got on
Darius,
the phone
what up?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you.
What's going on? It's been a minute. Hope y'all doing okay. I think the last time we talked was the Joshua fight. So it's been a little while.
Wow.
In regard to Haney and Loma, I got Haney. I don't think Haney's gonna have a problem with the weight. The last time he came in, he came out 134.8. He's actually defending his undisputed title. I don't know how long he's going to be at 135, but the fact that he's defending his undisputed title says something. The only other person that's really defending undisputed really is Clarissa Shields. So then you got Shakur coming up. I don't know. Y'all brought up the point where it really depends on contract. It's like, if they offer up Shakur as a fight with Bob Arum, then it depends. I can see Haney doing like a 1 or 2 fight deal, but I can also see what happens if he wants to move up to 140 after beating Loma. What's his next fight going to be at 140? He's got Tank, Teo, Ryan, all possibly at 140. Regis, I wanted to say Regis, but that's a dangerous fight for Haney, for the first fight for going into 140. But yeah, he's definitely there. You got even Catterall in there. So I'm curious what his first fight is going to be at 140. But it's all going to be about money. It's going to be about, okay, I'm defending the belts, but what can you offer me in a sense contract? I don't want more than such and such amount of fights. I can definitely see that. And Loma's on his way up. At the same time, when I think about Lopez, his stock is very much directly connected to Lomachenko. So whoever beats Loma directly is going to affect Lopez's stock directly. So it's like, and the fact that he didn't fight a 100% Loma in the first place, now we're really going to be questioning. Now Lopez is really going to have to really prove himself at 140. I can see him going against Regis also, but I think the sky's the limit for Haney. He's got probably the highest next to Shakur. He's probably got the highest ceiling out of the 4 kings or whatever you want to call them. Who do you want to see Haney face at 140?
Shit.
Tio, I mean, I don't know the way you talking. You saying, oh, Regis too dangerous for the first fight. So then that mean Tio versus Josh Taylor winner too dangerous?
Yeah, no, I don't think none of them too dangerous.
I think so. I believe that. No, I think Josh Taylor could decimate Teo. I think Teo. It depends on what Teo is going to show up.
What Teo you think showing up?
If it's the Teo that faced Loma, even that Teo is questionable. I need that Teo with the heart that he fought Nakatani with. That's the last real fight I've seen Teo in was when he fought Nakatani. After Loma.
Let me get to this guest real quick, champ. We got special guest Bill Haney. Say his name 3 times, pop up like candy, man.
Hey, you know we on the move.
What up, Bill?
Hey, man. Shout out to the boxing voice always. You know, the voice of the people, the voice of the streets. The platform is always open to make the biggest and the best things, the most exciting things happen in boxing. It's just a chance you might hear it first, and you might get a chance to hear it out of my mouth. You dig? But it's a happy day, alhamdulillah, that, you know what I mean, we're able to wake up and also get a chance to see Devin Haney and Mike Tyson on the stage, the past and present of boxing.
Yeah, it was interesting when Devin said, you know, he's hoping that he's fighting Loma May 20th in Saudi. I mean,
you know what? Listen. 911. the alert, sound the bells. The youngest promoter in boxing is making moves to push boxing forward. We told you that we were in the driver's seat. We told you that we could make things happen. And if they can happen together, working together works. And we don't mind doing that too. We don't mind getting out on the forefront, or we don't mind laying back. But one thing that we want you to make sure and don't make a mistake of is that we're not participating in it. You dig? And shout out to Devin Haney Promotions for doing a job of getting Devin Haney out there to the Middle East during the time that it's a potential matchup against arguably one of the best lightweights of Devin's era, for sure, if not one of the best lightweights of all time. When you talk about what Bob Arum has described, you know, we can't pick them. Only thing we can do is fight them in terms of what people say about Lomachenko or what they don't say about Lomachenko. I give Team Lomachenko all their grams and all their props for the place that they're at. Now it's just about, like what they said, is a matter of a venue. But when you have Devin Haney able to cross over to Australia to make a fight happen, to talk about potentially crossing over the pond to Saudi Arabia to make a fight happen, well, we're talking about boxing and talking about the millennials and what they can do, what fathers and sons can get together and do, and not listen to any narrative. Strawberry milkshake, please. Thank you. That's it.
Bill, why you ain't go? Why you ain't go?
Well, I had to stay here. Yes, just a strawberry milkshake. That's it. Thank you. No, that's it. A large.
A large?
Okay, a large. Well, yeah, because
man,
I'm taking it. I'm taking it to my mom. I don't drink milk of any kind. You know, I don't do any of the dairy, except for a little bit of cheese. But I'm taking it to my mom. She's in the hospital, so she wanted me to bring her milkshake. But outside of that, no, I didn't go, because when you have a team like we have, I'm able to stay back and take care of the business, whether it be protecting the house and the babies that's left behind, because we knew you guys was going to hear about us and the team, and both my sons are in Saudi Arabia, but the old man is still holding Vegas down. You know what I mean? So you can't steal nothing from us, or can't make no move that that you didn't think that we can make. So in the event that the Saudi Arabia, Devin is not able to strike a deal in Saudi Arabia, the fight will be here in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. It's to my understanding.
And obviously we're here discussing that Bob Arum is saying Shakur gets the winner of Haney Lomachenko. And people seem to think that that fight won't happen if Haney wins. What's your thoughts? Obviously, I keep saying that you said, he's staying at 135 for the rest of 2023.
Absolutely, and that's our plans. We've made that announcement. That's what we're gonna do. So I don't even know what else it is to talk about. Yes, I don't know what else it is to talk about other than being focused on the Super Bowl next of the lightweight division. The Super Bowl of the lightweight division, May 20th. Devin will be defending. Now let's make this understood. Defending in unprecedented fashion. In unprecedented fashion. Now, we always tend to forget the history that he's doing it in, And I don't want to jump all over the place, but we know that I'm with Devin Haney Promotions. I'm with Devin Haney versus everybody, anybody and everybody, man. It don't make a difference, period. You know what I mean? Everybody says next. I said now. I knew when my son did the ultimate disrespectful thing to anybody in boxing was to go for the undisputed championship of the world and have all the belts locked down where nobody is not a champion but him. I thought that that would be the most ultimate disrespectful thing that a fighter can do to the rest of the division. I heard everything about belts don't matter and stuff don't matter. Man, listen, we kicking ass and taking names. And I found out that it ain't too much that you have to say other than we got everything. And anybody can get it. See, we so used to being in a position, you know, chasing motherfuckers down that don't want to be chased, that we found out that sometimes niggas is chasing us and ain't even chasing.
So what do you call it?
Because my phone ain't rung. My phone, well, listen, I don't know. I just call it my phone ain't rung, you dig? So I hear shit and see shit on the internet, but my phone ain't rung about nothing.
So Bill, obviously, seeing your son on that big stage, you know, I thought it was pretty dope. They had the youngest undisputed champion and the youngest heavyweight champion.
Well, let's talk about Devin not only being the nominee for the Fighter of the Year. Thankfully, I was nominated for one of the not only trainer but the manager of the year. So we know a little bit about what we're doing. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
Respectfully to everybody else. Respectfully to everybody else. So, you know what I mean? If something is to happen that needs to happen, if somebody wants to make it happen, they're gonna call my phone. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna call Devin's phone. You see, Devin, he's making unprecedented potential announcements because he can. He's a boss. I raised him like that.
Slipped up.
He can do all that shit. Although there are guys that might be in the chat that's moving in other ways that I hope that they don't move when they get their kid. Move them in position and have them in a confidence position where, you know, their label and their name and all their shit is respected. You know what I'm saying? So I was having a good time about what is the talk about today? What y'all cooking on?
We cooking on Bob, saying that the
Bob
plan
saying
is...
that the fight with Shakur and the winner Haney is next. Haney Loma.
Okay, that's a great opportunity. That would be a great opportunity for Shakur and Bob Arum to have another opportunity at the belts. But one thing that I cannot get past is Vasyl Lomachenko, a bad motor scooter. And I'm going to tell you, no, we're not going to go to sleep talking about Lomachenko because the only thing that has gotten old about Loma is Max Kellerman's opinion. Man, that opinion is old as a motherfucker. Max been off wrong just like Paul Malignaggi. You know what I'm talking about? And let me tell you why. Because we want to say that Loma is old, but Usyk is 3 years older than him. And Usyk, yeah, so if Usyk is 3 years older and they got the same amount of amateur fights, Usyk got more, he got just as much, or no, he got more age, wear and tear, big events. So how is, if Usyk is the baddest heavyweight that everybody talking about, then how is Lomachenko too old? Can somebody tell me that in the chat so I can lax up on our preparation for Lomachenko? Because I'm like, Lomachenko's still a bad motor scooter, and I think that Max is bullshitting. I think Malignaggi, he done laid in the cut, but he's secretly pulling for Loma. You know what I mean? Me and him had a bet. He welched on both sides. Now he don't talking about we wasn't gonna take the fight. Now he done disappeared when we talking about betting on the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I know that these people know that Loma is a guy that sweated the shit out of Tank Davis. You know what I mean? And a guy that we call TBE was up under a lot of pressure. So he said that he would try to make the fight, and then they, you know, it's like two big guys, Tank and Floyd, arguing. Nigga, I didn't say I was gonna fight. You said you was gonna. I said you gonna fight. Hey man, we ain't gonna fight him. When we heard that, yeah, you know how you got two guys and you get a chance, you watch him, you say, man, do they want to really fight him? Well, they done damn near started Floyd and Tank almost started fighting about whether or not Tank was going to even fight him. And Vasyl Lomachenko, he went on record saying he would have loved to fight Floyd. We was like, you fight
Tank.
Floyd? Man, if you don't
Oh,
knock it
Floyd.
off, yeah, I would have liked, no, Lomachenko. Lomachenko said he would have liked to fight in Floyd if he was in that era. Nobody said nothing. Bob said that he was the best since Ali and all that. And he said, yeah, man, I would have wanted to fight Floyd in that era. So Devin said, man, you wouldn't have did nothing with no Floyd. We know Floyd personally. We know you ain't gonna be ready. You in the size on, right? So Dev said, well, I'll fight you. That's how the shit first started. Really, is that Lomachenko said that we wasn't big enough for him and we needed a belt. But he would start picking on Tank and Floyd. That's when we said that we would fight him, and we've been on his head on since. He said we didn't have nothing.
Yo, wait,
He
you
said
said
you
you
wasn't
said he
nothing,
was picking
right?
on
So we
Tank.
went at it. Yeah, he was picking on Tank. You see, Tank don't say nothing to him. That's why we gonna go take care of Lomachenko for Tank. He was fucking with Tank first. That's what he was saying. He ain't did nothing but Loma just came out and said what he felt about Devin. He said what he felt about Tank. Tank ain't said nothing. Tank ain't never said nothing about that he wanted to do nothing. He mumbling the shit. That's why we gonna tighten Loma up. Cause we know Tank ain't really looking for nobody to tighten up that somebody can say, wow. They try to make these guys, he made Garcia. But now this Garcia, this Ryan Garcia, this is a good fight for him. This is a good fight for both of them. I never would hate on either one of them, the fights. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He put in there with Garcia to beat Ryan, but it's still a chance. It's still a chance. Now, that's the chance that boxing fans want to see. They don't mind that chance. But when you tell us that Hector Garcia had a chance and all the rest of these guys had a chance, man, they had a snowball chance in hell.
Man.
You broke up, Bill. You went in that no dead zone. Uh-oh. We got the frozen Bill.
Well, all right. That was unexpected.
Well, all right. It was unexpected.
But if anybody want to call in, y'all know the number, 425-569-5241.
What was your name, champ? First time caller, who's this? Yeah, what's your name, brother?
My name's Jay. I ain't know y'all can hear me.
Jay.
Yeah, man, what up? I wanted to comment, man.
You in Wisconsin?
Yeah, what's happening?
Wisconsin?
Yeah, you already know. From Wisconsin, man.
Do your
Had to
thing.
tap in, man. I'm a big fan, be listening to y'all and whatnot. But yeah, man, I wanted to say, as far as like the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight, I definitely feel like it's too early right now. You know, I feel like they both got more star power that they can gain before they tap in. You know what I mean? And fight each other. You know, I think once Devin moved past Loma, and I also think Loma is going to be, you know, the hardest fight on his resume currently. But once he moved past Loma, I feel like him and Tank should try to make that matchup happen. And then him and Shakur meet up at 140.
We'll see.
You know,
I mean, he getting up there. He getting up there first. So that's the thing. Is the question of Devin moves up when Shakur ready to move up. Devin ready to move up again.
Yeah, I think he gonna be at 40 for a minute.
Who, Dev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think he gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah, I think so too. Man. And I think, you know, Shakur still got stuff to finish to clear out in 135. You know, you still got Frank Martin. You know what I mean? I feel like him and Frank Martin can lock in, even though they on two different sides of the street.
We're going to come right back to you, champ. Jay, we're going to come right back to you. We got Devin Haney, father, trainer. Bill, what up? Bill. Do we not know? Bill. Do he not know he called? Uh-oh. We gonna let him go just in case he ain't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
feel me? Pocket dialed me. I was a pocket
it seemed
dial.
like he getting out the car.
Yo, it's funny. People like really like, oh, Shakur should fight Frank Martin. Like, that's an across the street fight for no belt. Like like I because you can't say, oh, he still got business to handle, and Devin the one with all the belts. It's like, so they supposed to just fight each other for nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be for nothing.
Nah, I mean, obviously it'd be for the bread, but it ain't gonna be for the belts.
I think belts will definitely be on the line.
When Dev and them fight?
When Dev and Core ever fight.
So, I mean, but again, we can't guarantee undisputed.
Can't guarantee it. Can't guarantee the next one to be undisputed. Should be happening.
What, this one?
Nah, I'm saying.
With Loma?
Word.
Man, you crazy. Yo, we are out. That's everybody. Bill ain't called back.
Not with after, I'm saying. But Ringwalk, Danny Nezzy, T.O. The Boxing Boys. Catch us tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Also tomorrow's betting show, and then the 12 p.m. Pacific show.
We're going to do that betting show right on time at around 9:15 the latest, because we got a 9:45 guest on that show to give us some tips. But I've already made some bets that you should definitely check out if you're a YouTube member. I already put the betting slip on YouTube members and on Patreon, because there are fights tonight. And yeah, if you want to get in where you fit in, you want to make money with the big dogs, then come on down. We out.
Arrivederci, mañana.